Good morning, y'all. It's Farmer Nicole here at Circle C Farm in Southwest Florida. We are doing a quick checkup before we get more bands of this tropical storm this weekend. We've got houses tied down and secured by cables and chains. We've got the sassos over in that pasture. That's one of the buildings. We've got a couple more buildings back there. We've got the ducks. Oh my Lord, they are loving this situation. Because as you know, ducks love the water, so they are excited. I don't think there's ever enough rain for them. They're out this morning enjoying themselves. Let me do a quick zoom. Hang on, watch your eyes. They're out here just relaxing, doing their pasture poultry thing. Got a couple of geese in there as well. I think they're in the back side of that building. Oh no, they're over there in the other pile. So you can see that group. You can see the little natural variation we've got in the pastures around here due to the high and low from it being an old grove 30, 40 years ago. And then over here in the back, well not the back, but at this portion, back of the video portion, we've got a group of pigs in that pasture. Got another little group of pigs. Everybody's sleeping right now this morning. We got another pasture we're prepping. You can see all that lush grass that we'll turn them onto later this week coming up. And that's what we're doing here at Circle C Farm. There's Senor Amadeus, and he's on alert, checking stuff out as predators move around differently in the barometric pressures, thinking that all the other animals are going to settle in. So we will always be aware and be on guard, just like the dogs. Alexander's over here doing some fence checks, and honestly she's probably also searching for the rogue egg that made it outside of the fence. They love the raw eggs, so they go egg shopping at night when they're on duty. Find the cracked eggs in the front of the house, in front of the barn all the time. The cattle, one of the groups of mama cows and calves is in that back corner. Hang on, let me see if I can pull in the video. It's starting to rain. They're in that group over there. You can hear the donkeys. And then we've got another group of calves in another pasture. So we've got all sorts of stuff going on. And the sheep are in the back paddock with the puppies right now. They are just loving life, hanging out, enjoying. There's nothing more gratifying to see 12, 13-week-old puppies that are living 24/7 with the sheep and hanging out, literally sleeping with them, walking around, playing in around them, not caring. The sheep don't care. They're not chasing, biting. Now later, as they get a little older, they may try a little bit of stuff because that's natural, but that's not going to be a big deal really, because they've been conditioned to the fact that the sheep are their friends and they're supposed to be there and they're bonding with them. So let me get you in on it. Looks like an investigation situation over here. Like I said, she's going for an egg, and it's probably right at the fence. And yes, we have poly fence on the inside of the barbed wire, and we do that because the ducks will come out of the bottom portion of the barbed wire, and we want to keep them safe. And to be quite honest, this pasture is roughly, 20, 30 acres on this side, plus everything behind me. And if they had access to everything, then we would be going back to doing the all-day long Easter egg hunts for duck eggs. And so we decided to put the poly rope. So as you can see, they have the poly netting that's around, and they've got probably a good, half acre for this portion this time, and then we'll rotate them this upcoming week as we get back into the week. And we will go ahead and extend, and you can see there's plenty of grass on this half, so we move them half to half to half to let them overlap. And then it also gives us the ability to move the mobile coops, which are roughly 20 by 20 or 20 by 30, and those are on sleds. We designed those to be pulled by the tractor, and then we'll move that over and we'll give them some additional green pasture on that side, which means that the fence on this side, the poly fence, will come over to this part of the house, and then the part of the fence that's behind the house now and to the right will go even further to the right, giving them another, half acre. And then we will continue to move them around. And we're ready to go. It's a laying in, you can see, so hang on, let me forward. Because I'm on my bike out doing a property check. Man, this is the back of the property, doing other checks. There we go. So there's the laying hen houses, and they are not connected, meaning the chicken hens. Hang on, I'm walking the bike. Okay, so there is the got 6 buildings, I think, down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 buildings down there that are the laying hens, and we've got everything nice and tight, because when we get a storm, whether it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, how we prepare is making sure that we have all the buildings tight together and make sure that we've got them cabled and chained, and then that way nothing goes airborne. Those buildings are particularly heavy because they are moved, but they're moved less frequently than these houses because of the fact that the laying hens don't need to be moved as frequently because they tend to travel more. So all of that pasture you see down there toward the end of the pasture, that grass space, the hens will be all over. And fortunately, the laying hens lay in the nest boxes that we have designed, and so we don't have to go all over the pasture all day, every day to get eggs. Yes, we do get eggs from around that space, but it's not nearly as bad as going all over for the ducks. And for those of you who didn't know, the ducks actually lay on the ground. And that's why even though you'll get an egg that's been cleaned or washed, depending on where you get it, you will also end up with possibly staining on the egg. Alexandra's still hunting or eating now. And the staining on the egg comes from the fact that they lay on the ground in the evenings and early mornings before sunrise. That's when the majority of them will lay their duck eggs, as opposed to the chickens who lay in coops. Now they will lay on the ground also, but typically they will lay in the boxes. So because they're doing that, then it's a lot easier to gather those eggs and then get them all situated for you all. So anyway, Farmer Nicole here at Circle C Farm. It looks like Alexandra's gotten her egg, and or she's going for more. And we're just doing hurricane/tropical storm because they're not sure what it's going to do. Prep here, we're going to get a bunch of rain. We're supposed to get anywhere from 4 to 7 inches, I think, total. So keep adjusting. It's kind of like a moving target. But just wanted to share with you what we do here at Circle C Farm. Thank you so much for being part of the Circle C family. From our pasture to your plate, eatcirclecfarm.com. I am Farmer Nicole, wishing you a wonderful rest of your day.